waiting for you guys to get home.
Sarah, what's going on here?
Look, I was just waiting for you guys to get home so I could introduce you to Curtis. Mom, Dad, this is Curtis. Curtis, meet my parents.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Lawson.
So everything that we've told you about who we want you to spend time with has just gone out the window?
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
James.
No, I don't.
James, we can talk about this later.
No, I don't want to talk about this later. I want to talk about this now.
James, there is a time and place for everything, and this is not the time.
Yeah, this is my place, and I'll talk about anything I want at any time.
At least let the guest go first.
No, I want him to hear exactly what I have to say because I want him to make the decision whether he ever wants to come back to this house again. Sarah,
Yes, Dad.
what type of people do we tell you that we want you to hang out with?
You know what, Dad? You're embarrassing me.
Stop! Shut up and answer the question.
Well, you said that you want me to be around people that have good morals and are educated and have something going
Stop
for them.
right there.
James.
What?
So what is he doing here?
What do you mean? Curtis is kind and he has great morals. He even has a business degree and he's even the head of his branch's office.
Stop the lies.
James.
What?
Please stop it.
Stop what? Does he look like somebody who's well educated to you? Or somebody that can be the head of a branch of a big office? So come on, let's get out of here.
No, look, Dad, you're not doing this. He's my visitor and he's in my room.
Yeah, and your room is in my house. So you got 10 seconds to get out of here or you're gonna regret ever being here.
James, please take it easy, James.
Curtis, please don't go like this.
Your parents don't want me here.
So what? I do. I want you here.
I know you do, but I don't want to be the problem between you and your parents.
Curtis, you are not a problem, okay? Look, I promise you, as soon as my dad sees that you are a kind and educated man, I'm sure he will change his mind.
Sarah, your father doesn't even care about all that.
What do you mean?
Your father only cares about one thing. And that thing is the color of my skin.
What? No. That can't be true.
It can be true, Sarah. And it is the truth. Please let me go before he calls the cops on me or even do worse. Do something dangerous to me. Please try to understand.
You're still here?
Dad!
You got 10 seconds to get out of here. Now. Are you almost done?
Yeah, I'm done with the meal. All that's left is dessert, and then I will be completely done.
Awesome. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, I'm okay. Why don't you go on up and start getting ready, and I should be finished in probably about 30
Hey,
minutes.
Sarah, where are you going?
Out.
Out where? Didn't I tell you we were having dinner with my CEO this evening?
Yeah, well, I have plans of my own.
What plans, and why can't they be changed?
Well, I have a date with Curtis.
Wait, what? You have a date with who? How many times have I told you I don't want you around that lousy son of a...
James!
What?
Watch what you're saying. Watch what you're saying.
I don't want her to throw her life away. You listen to me, young lady. I better not catch you with him.
Okay, you know what then? It's my life!
Yeah? Well, it's my house and it's my rules.
James.
What?
Please stop.
No.
Stop it.
No, the next time I catch you with him, I'm gonna disown you.
Sarah, I think you should listen.
You know what? Don't even talk to me.
Wow, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
good. I think everything's set.
Well, everything is ready to go. We'll take out food when he gets here.
Good. Where's Sarah?
She is in her room changing.
Perfect. Good. There's the door. Hey, I think he's here.
I think so too.
Well, I'll grab it. You just wait a second.
Sure.
All right, Mr. Sanders, come on in.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming over.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh yeah, anytime. Glad you could do it. Come on in. So my daughter's upstairs changing,
Okay.
but in the meantime, this is my wife, Patty. Patty, this is Dwayne Sanders, our CEO.
It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Sanders.
The honor is all mine. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
And there's my daughter, Sarah. Sarah, this is Mr. Sanders.
Nice to meet you, young lady.
Nice to meet you too.
James, you have a very lovely family. I will tell you that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, Patty, why don't you get the food together and everything, and then in the meantime, we can go take a seat.
Oh, well, Mrs. Wilson, before we do so, can you have a seat with us for just a minute?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, cool.
Okay, you go right ahead.
Thank you. Okay. Before the food and all, I would like to say something. Just give me a moment. I seem to have grabbed the wrong envelope. How is that possible? I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Just give me one moment here. I'm just gonna make
Yeah,
a phone
sure.
call real quick. Hello, son. Listen, I need you to do me a favor. Remember the meeting we talked about? Well, I'm here, but I forgot the envelope on the desk in my home office. Yes, please. I'll text you the address. Thank you, son.
Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, everything's all right. My son's gonna bring me the envelope and he'll be here in about 20 minutes or so.
Okay,
Good.
nice. Should we have dinner in the meantime?
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
And after dinner, I can make my announcement.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
May I use your restroom?
Yeah, sure. It's first door on the right.
Okay, thank you.
I think something good is about to happen.
I think so too. What do you think, Sarah?
I thought we didn't mix with black people.
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Don't ruin this evening. Our livelihood depends on it.
Your livelihood
Yes.
depends on it, right?
Yes. Why are you doing this?
I'm doing this because you and some white people like you only want to be friends with the rich and famous black people. Only if if they have something to offer you, right?
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is that some white people like you are totally fine with being friends with the black athletes and the black celebrities, yeah? You're fine with being friends with the rich and famous black people, right? But if it were an average, ordinary black person in the street, they wouldn't even be worth being in your presence.
Shut up!
Racism is wrong.
Dinner will be ready in a minute. Sarah, come help me, please.
My son will be here soon.
Actually, I think that's him.
Okay?
You again? I thought I told you never to step in this house again. You better turn around and leave.
I didn't mean to disrespect you, Mr. Lawson, but my dad said he's here for a meeting. I'm here to hand him this envelope.
Your dad? Wait. Your dad is Mr. Sanders?
Yes, my dad is Mr. Sanders.
Oh, gosh. Please, come in.
Mr. Sanders is your dad?
Yes, Curtis is my son. You know how the name of the company is Sanders and Sanders. Well, this is the other half of Sanders and Sanders.
Wow.
Yeah. He lives in Canada. He's the director of all the Canadian branches, and he comes home quarterly to brief me on all the Canadian operations.
I had no idea.
Yeah, when I'm too old and frail and can't continue on no more, he'll be taking over the entire company, actually. Yeah. Son, how do you know this beautiful young lady?
Dad, this is the young lady I was telling you about.
Telling me about? I don't remember.
The one I said the father pushed me out of the door and told me I can never be with the daughter.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. So, you pushed my son?
I'm sorry, I had no idea.
You didn't know? Like, how could you treat a person like that?
I'm so sorry.
I actually came here prepared to give you the position, but I didn't know that you were the person that he was talking about. How could you treat a person like that?
I promise I won't do it again. I promise.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it won't ever happen again because I won't allow something like that to happen around me. And because of that, I think I've decided to offer this position to someone else. I'm gonna need for you to meet me in my office Monday morning, first thing. I will not tolerate this.
I promise I can change.
Son, let's go.
Come on. Give me one more chance. Please. Wait, I can change.
All right, y'all. This is Big Rich from Pure Mind. I just want to get into this Afro-Latino conversation about Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody in South America, Brazilians. What y'all got to realize is y'all got colonized, okay? We all did. I mean, when you really think about it, and I know most of y'all haven't, because most of y'all haven't did your DNA, but if you take a little time, spend a little $35, and get your DNA back, you're going to find 3 people in your DNA. If you're from South America, if you're from America. Now, I want y'all to understand this. The 3 people you're going to find are white people, Indian, and black. If you didn't have any one of those in you, you wouldn't exist. So stop shitting on your ancestors. And I'm not just talking about black ancestors, white ancestors, and your Indian ancestors. Now, you had people that's in the United States, and even to this day, if you go to Brazil or the Amazon, you got African tribes that's still there that's been untouched for thousands of years. So it wasn't no slavery. They still in the jungle. You got all kinds of different tribes in the Amazon. You got some that look like Indian. You got some that look like me. Where they come from? Duh! They've been here. Africans been coming to the Americans for thousands of years. Okay? There's a natural current coming from West Africa all the way to Florida. And all you gotta do is get in the raft and it'll take you straight there. You ain't gotta put no energy, nothing. It'll take you straight there. And Africans use that for thousands. I'm talking about 15, 20, 30,000 years we've been doing this. Y'all are all latecomers. Christopher Columbus was being guided by a Moor, a black guy, when he met those Taino Indians. He thought he was in America. He wasn't in America. That Taino Indians is just another Indian tribe. In America, we got thousands of different types of tribes. America, quote unquote, only civilized 5 of them. And the 5 that represented the ones that was okay with the racism that went on. The Cherokee, Choctaw, Seminole, the church, all these different tribes were the 5 civilized tribes that the European civilized. Y'all don't even know y'all's history. If you look back, you'll see that most Aztecs and most people of that era will tell you that a lot of that stuff that was built wasn't even built by them. They just took over it. It's a well-known West African tribe called the Olmec tribe, the Helmet tribe, that came from West Africa. They put giant heads in South America that weighed almost 10 to 20,000 pounds each, with braids in the back, with big lips, big nose, a typical West African characteristic. Now you got to remember, Africa consists of all different types of blacks with straight hair, blonde hair, naturally blonde and blue eyes, tribes in Africa. Okay? That's blacker than me. You got tribes that look like Asians in Africa. Okay? In South Africa. You got tribes in Ethiopia with straight hair. You know what I mean? That look white. You got tribes, all kinds of tribes in Africa. They just, not all tribes got big lips and big noses. Where do you think the rest of the races get their characteristics from? It all comes from Africa, because you all came from Africa. Y'all sound stupid when you try to stand on something that you have nothing, no knowledge of. You literally have Dominicans and Spanish people walking around talking about, I'm not black. Blacker than me. I'm not black. I'm not black. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all sound stupid. Real stupid. I mean, you got to be some of the dumbest people on the planet to be denying your ancestors who fought the colonizers, who fought for you to even to exist. That's why you sound stupid. The colonizers got y'all not even wanting to be who you already are. They already won the battle, bro. They got you trying to be something that you're not. And I just want you all to know, every last one of y'all to know, and this is no diss to white people, you will never be white enough for black people. I mean, for white people. You know who tried that? Geronimo, the Indian. He tried to cut his hair and it, quote unquote, civilized and have a civilized society. You know what white people told him? You will never be civilized enough or white enough for us to even accept you. We will always look at you as a savage. That's what the white people told him. So what did Geronimo do? He went back, told his people, grew their hair back, and started riding horses again. And they rebelled against white people. Because you got to understand one thing, and white people done this all over the whole world. Like, everywhere they went, it was destruction. Like, they killed millions of people. I'm talking about, they'll come to an area, they'll see something nice, they'll just kill everybody off. You know what I mean? I heard the Italian people were so nice to them that they literally basically made jokes about them. And then they killed everybody. Like, literally. So these are the people that you are striving to be. And the thing about it is that it wasn't all of them, but a lot of them, they did some of the most horrible things that you can imagine to black people. I mean, to this day. This shit ain't changed to this day. In America, they shooting black people dead in the street for having a taillight out. Or they call resisting arrest. And guess what? It's okay. Like, these cops are getting off. They're not going to jail. Some of them being arrested. Some of them are not even being charged. Some of them are being arrested. They go to trial. They get off. That's our justice system in America. So, all y'all people that's up here claiming that you're not this, half of you are. Like Puerto Ricans, you damn near got 40, 50% African in you. So I don't even know why y'all sitting up there acting like you're not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can just look and tell that you are. And if I could tell that you are, white people can tell that you are too. So what that means is that in America, may not be all over the world, but in America, you are considered black. And that's as simple as that. That means that you're not white enough to be accepted by white people. They will deal with you because that's America's policy on race. They don't accept black people. They deal with black people. It's a different feeling. That's why when blacks go to Africa and they don't have that racism no more, they just feel more at home. Because in America, you will feel it. Okay? Your curly hair, your little brown skin. In America, they will accept you. They will either accept you or they will use you. And most Mexicans, they never accept them. They use them for their hard work. Most Asians, they will never accept Asians because they look way too different and they don't fit into their category. So what they do, they use Asians. Most Indians that come here from the Middle East, they use you because you're penny pictures and you will watch the white man's dollar because they know that you're racist against black people too. So they use you even though you're blacker than me, okay? They will use you. And all the Nigerians that come over here acting like they're better than us, they'll use you too. And when they get tired of you, if you could just imagine behind closed doors how bad they talk about y'all. It's amazing. I'm privy to hear some of it because I'm in management. So I hear some of the shit, you know what I mean? And it's just, you got to realize this is our system in America. Simple as that. You come over here talking that you wasn't, yeah, they will use you like the Cubans. They down with the Cubans because the Cubans are a little bit lighter. So they use them for political shit. That's it. But see, Cubans still speak Spanish a little bit, so they sound different, and they're still a little bit too dark. You gotta remember, you got to be white. I mean, you got to be super white. Like even the Germans, they took it to a degree where Hitler took it to a degree where, you know, you can't even understand how white you got to be. You have to be blonde hair and blue eyes to be accepted by Hitler. Okay? If you don't have that, that means they'll probably kill you. It's Big Rich. Send me some comments.